how to shade regions on graphs defined by multiple different graphical inequalities in 140 seconds. Let's go. When it comes, guys, to shading regions on graphs which are defined by multiple different inequalities, what we're going to do is we're going to identify the regions which are satisfied by each of the individual inequalities. Then we're going to use that to identify the region which satisfies both. Let me show you what I mean. First of all, let's sketch on the graphs of y equals minus 2x plus 1 and y equals 3x minus 3. If you're not sure why we're doing that, guys, watch our previous video which involves sketching individual inequalities. So firstly, sketching on y equals minus 2x plus 1 and y equals 3x minus 3. Firstly, let's deal with the orange one, y equals minus 2x plus 1. This one's going to have a y-intercept of 1 and a gradient of minus 2, guys. So we can plot that on just like so, joining those lines together nicely. And in this case, guys, because we have a greater than sign here without the or equal to, we're going to need to use a dotted line. Again, if you're not sure about that part, guys, watch our previous video. That should clear it up. I'm just going to turn this from a solid line into a dotted line. Now, guys, we can come over to sketch y equals 3x minus 3. What are we going to do this time? Switching to green, a y-intercept of minus 3 and a gradient of 3. So we're going to go 1 across 3 up, 1 across 3 up. That's going to allow us to identify a few points, and then we can join those together like so. Now, guys, we have both of our lines drawn onto our graph. What can we do? We can identify which side of the lines we want. For the orange one, what are we going to have? Well, we want the area of the graph where y is greater than minus 2x plus 1. So it's going to be above that line that we want to shade. I'm going to mark that just with a nice little shading. Let's use a small size there. So it's going to be the side which is above that orange line. What about in the case of our green line? We have y is less than or equal to 3x minus 3. So this time, guys, it's going to be the other side of that line. It's going to be the right-hand side or underneath that line, I should say. So we can shade that, the right-hand side or underneath that line. That's because y is going to be less than that. And now, guys, what can we see? We can see that the region of the graph which satisfies both of these inequalities is going to be this one over here. Why? Because it's simultaneously above the orange line and below the green line. So that, guys, is going to be our answer. Let me shade that a little bit more just to make it clear, guys. Now we can see which region of our graph it's going to be. It's going to be this region on the right-hand side.